Hey, everybody. So, going to give a shout out to Letitia McDonald who sent this. I know I'm getting caught up. Hooray. Ah, the savagery continues. I mean, it's like we're teetering on the Hunger Games while we still have a moratorium in place. Again, I keep saying, imagine if the moratorium was over, it would be like the Wild Wild West, especially in the inner city. Unbelievable. Check out this clip. It's some people, they're just savages based on their actions. Just complete savagery. Check this out. Fair use.
Video this morning of suspects wanted for robbing a man in a wheelchair. Police say on Saturday night around 7:30, two men forcibly took the 36-year-old man's cell phone and $100. This happened in the Bronx, 3rd Avenue and East 154th Street. Police say the two suspects then pulled the man from his wheelchair and hit him several times before running away. The victim suffered a cut to the head.
Okay.
Now, I want you to see this again. Just imagine the victim has a cut to the head. He's in a wheelchair for a reason. It's things like this here when they escalate and somebody falls and hit their head and then the person dies, and then it's a murder charge. So look at the savagery in this short clip.
This morning of suspects wanted for robbing a man in a wheelchair. Police say on Saturday night around 7:30, two men forcibly took the 36-year-old man's cell phone and $100. This happened in the Bronx, 3rd Avenue and East 154th Street. Police say the two suspects then pulled the man from his wheelchair and hit him several times before running away. The victim suffered a cut to the head.
So I'm sure that's on the news there. I'm sure somebody that knows this clown probably saw it. He's eating somewhere. He laying his head down someplace. Might be with his mama, the man. It might be with his woman. The savagery of this. A man in a wheelchair. Man, and I don't mean to sound, violent, but I just wish that man had as they say, had that thing on him. Time they came, but I know in some states you can't have a weapon. Woo. Yeah, I'd have to move to one where you can have it. I understand New York, you can't have a gun on you, things like that. If he would at least maybe had a stun gun and pointed to a certain area, he would have definitely have gone down. Pointed to a certain area. He got his little belt on, pointed there, and he would have gone down. I tell you, I don't know if you can even have a stun gun. If I were in that locate, well, I would want to be there, but I would definitely check because the savagery is out of control and it's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. And there are people that will see this and know these people are doing this. Sometimes the fools even brag about it. Oh yeah, that was me, man. I made the news, man. Yo, check, yeah. Little homie, he tried to put up a little struggle. When they become a hashtag, I have no sympathy for their ass. I do not. I have no sympathy for them. I really don't. In the daytime, this is what happens. In the daytime, pull the man down out of his wheelchair. Take his phone and $100. They will rob, but I tell you, they don't want a job. Who's housing this trash? This, again, the depravity of these men. Just when you think it's at an all-time low, it's not. And here's the sad thing is this fool, I've seen this on some of these shows they will commit these crimes, and then you look up, I hate to tell you, they got a baby mama, and guess what? They'll have children that you and I are paying for. We're paying for it. And don't forget, when some of these, even it could be their mother or grandmother. Yeah, those things happen. We're paying for the food because they're probably using sometimes the EBT card thing, food stamps. We're paying for the rent over their heads because they're staying with somebody's in the system. It makes me wonder why they tolerate this. I mean, are they carrying this idiot as a dependent? Maybe that's it for their taxes. I have no idea. But quite often, things like that do happen. This here, he deserves about a good 20, 30 years in prison, honestly and truly. And if it could make it federal, heck, do that. 20 or 30 years. They need to do a serious roundup, stiffer punishments. You rob somebody, oh, okay, you rob someone, minimum 40 to 50 years. And no 3 strikes. Heck, you've got one. The depravity is at an all-time high, and it's not going to get any better. It's just not. This thing, you're in a wheelchair for a reason, and you just can't go out in the day, do it just to be out and about. Something may happen to you. That's why I'm glad a lot of people in the states that have it, CCW, I think it's a beautiful thing. This just cannot be tolerated. It just can't. And you see these videos or cameras everywhere, and these fools still acting up. Cameras are everywhere, and they're still acting a fool, still committing these crimes. And don't forget, they're out and about. Somebody will see this on the news and know who this fool is, but I don't want to get involved. There's no excuse. You can call anonymously. Just like that, I will never forget that fool in the red coat when the lady went to go buy some wine at the liquor store, and he tried to like bite her eye out. That clown. You mean to tell me somebody didn't see this fool in that red coat, didn't know who he was? It was very clear. The face of it was very clear. But that's the community for you. I don't want to get involved in that. And thinking, he had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. She could have turned him in. She didn't turn him in until he went upside her head. That's how they caught him on a totally separate domestic charge. The fool that tried to bite the woman's eye out like a darn heathen. Cannibalistic. He had a girlfriend. You think she didn't see that videotape? It was all on the news. It was on YouTube like crazy. And he stood out the fool in the red coat. It was all on the news. Think the girlfriend didn't see that? I'm gonna protect him. Then he played rat-a-tat-tat with the baseball bat with her. You know, I'm just not saying literally, but you get what I'm saying. All of a sudden, they took somebody. The police are notified, and that's how they found him. Why couldn't they find him earlier? What kind of decent woman is that? You know that's your man who committed that crime, and you still dealing with him, and you would not alert the authorities. What kind of individual is that? What if they're both a parent? Lord, the child don't have a chance with trash before them. Doesn't have a chance. And you wonder why we have little TT on the prowl. Senior TT brings forth junior TT. The one who carried him, little Mama TT. You already saw Mama TT going into the store stealing some Cheetos, and the man, I guess he gonna try to act as the bodyguard and distraction all over some darn Cheetos. I guess the Cheetos wasn't coming fast enough. Then the sister, she gonna come out. You know, the little short linebacker, she finna come out. I guess it's taking too long for some bags of Cheetos, really and truly. So this here, ladies and gentlemen, the depravity is not gonna stop. It's like in some areas, do you become a prisoner in your own home? And I know with this economic climate, people just can't just up and move out. Totally get it. I totally get it. But if you can have some type of legal protection on you, that would be something for you to consider. Anyway, thanks for sending this. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out. Stay safe.